In chapter 1888, Mrs. Queen, Hayden's mother, expresses her desire for Hayden to spend time with Kevin. She explains how she had also urged Hayden anew to settle down and find partners, but her efforts proved useless. She hopes that Hayden and Kevin will develop a close bond and perhaps even a romantic relationship. Despite Hayden's resistance and excuses, her parents are determined to encourage a connection between the two. Mrs. Queen even mentions the possibility of Kevin taking Hayden to the nearby hot springs after their horseback ride, a suggestion that leaves Hayden feeling overwhelmed by the matchmaking efforts. Feeling exasperated by her parents' enthusiasm for Kevin, she decides to involve her brother Yu in her plan. She calls Yu, who had plans to go out to sea with friends on his private yacht, and orders him to return home immediately. While initially frustrated, Yu complies with his sister's directive, knowing that defying her can be challenging. The Queen family sits down to breakfast, where the topic of Kevin's marital prospects emerges. Mrs. Queen inquires about Kevin's potential wife, leading Hayden to inquire about his grandmother's choice. This news piques the interest of Mr. and Mrs. Queen, who are eager to see the outcome, wondering if Hayden has any chance in light of the grandmother's involvement. Kevin confirms that his grandmother indeed chose potential wives for her grandsons, providing each of them with a photo and setting a 1 year deadline to establish relationships. He explains that they must either get married or engaged within that time frame, or else they will face expulsion from Wildridge Manor, the York family's estate. This revelation momentarily deflates the enthusiasm of Mr. and Mrs. Queen, as it appears to be a significant challenge for Kevin to establish a relationship within a year. Hayden and her parents become more aware of the complexities of Kevin's familial expectations and the pressure he faces in choosing a life partner. This knowledge raises questions about whether Hayden can genuinely influence Kevin's romantic life or whether she can seize an opportunity for herself.